back to the channel, guys. Today we are back with a death battle. That's the first here in the channel. So this does well. We'll gladly do more in the future. But yeah, we're checking out Bowser versus Eggman.
Yeah,
I'm very hyped to see this.
I'm also very.
Considering I didn't get spoiled, unlike some people.
Wait, Adrian knows the outcome?
Yeah, Adrian knows the outcome.
Oh, what the hell,
Uh,
Adrian? What's
yeah.
wrong with you?
No. I know who wins, but I didn't actually see the video itself. So
Yeah,
that's spoiled
but
sadly.
for me and Jesus, it's a blind reaction. So I'm very excited to check this out.
Yeah. I was very tempted to know who wins because this was 3 weeks ago, and a YouTuber I follow posted like a short on YouTube that
I think I know the dude you're talking about. Yeah, I think I saw that. Well, I
man
saw like he made
something
one,
I
but
forgot
I didn't
something
see who it
man
is.
on D something
Something like that.
something like
But
that.
yeah, it's a shorts YouTuber. I've seen like the thumbnail for that too.
Yeah, and he was talking about it, and like I was so tempted to click it, but I'm glad I didn't because George wanted to react to this to all of us. I mean, all of us know Bowser, but I'm the only one
Yeah,
that really knows Sonic and Eggman.
and Eggman specifically. Well,
Uh-huh.
I guess yeah, the Sonic franchises specifically.
Yeah, specifically.
He's our Sonic guy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the Sonic guy, but
Sonic guy.
I'm very interested to see how it's gonna go. But I'm not even gonna ask Adrian about his prediction. But George, who do you predict might win? Just
Oh yeah, for yeah.
off the what you're thinking.
Well, Adrian, you know, so what's the point of asking?
I could have said like
Anyways.
the Koopa Troopa could have won or something. No lie. Pat out the intro.
This isn't bad at the intro.
Shout out the intro's crazy.
Guys, we're not in the 10-minute mark. Keep yapping.
Guys,
Yeah, keep yapping.
keep yapping.
But yeah, I think it's crazy because for me personally, and that's because I don't know much of Eggman and his feats. I feel like for me it's Bowser, and it's mostly because I've played a lot of the games, and he's gone through it, bro. He's been like slammed, fucking fell in lava. He has an insane durability feats, and to my knowledge, and I could be wrong, Eggman is just a guy, a very smart guy, a very like technological guy, so he has
Yeah.
weapons and shit. But at the end of the day, you strip that away, and he's just a dude. So I don't know.
He's just a dude.
Yeah, so I don't know how he's gonna fare in this fight. So I'm
Mhm.
very curious to learn about him.
Very
So
true.
maybe that can change my mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. First predictions, yeah, it's Bowser.
So they did do a battle with Eggman versus Dr. Wily from Mega Man.
I did see that thumbnail, yeah.
And I remember watching it. I forgot who wins, but I remember they made it in the way the battle was. They made Eggman's army fight Dr. Wily's army, pretty much like the Robot Masters versus Eggman's robots and stuff.
Oh, so it wasn't a 1v1 strictly. They had like their minions as well.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
So I'm guessing this is gonna be Bowser's army against Dr. Eggman's army. Like you said,
Ooh,
yeah. So that's what I'm
okay.
thinking is gonna happen. Like you said, like I feel like Bowser definitely has feats. Eggman, well, he's a genius. I think he has an IQ of 300. I think
Mhm.
if they're gonna pull from like the newer stuff of Sonic, he has a pretty good chance. I would say maybe pretty even. But like I said, Bowser got hacks. Giga Bowser might show up. I think
This Giga Bowser, yeah, he has insane forms.
yeah, for
Especially
sure.
in the RPG games as well. Yeah.
But I'm rooting for Dr. Eggman because why not? Why not?
Yeah,
Let's
this is
definitely
the
see.
personal bias is talking right now.
Yeah, personal bias.
Yeah,
But
personal bias is
I'm very
talking right now.
interested to see which of Eggman's creations are gonna pop up. Same with Bowser. I'm curious of like who they're gonna pull from his roster.
Yeah, if we're talking like minions as well, like Bowser has iconic minions, like everyone knows them. But like in terms of like them being really strong, there's only a handful I could think of that are actually like really strong.
Yeah, very true.
So I'm curious who they're gonna pick, because that could sway the battle as well.
Very much. But yeah. Any further thoughts before we start and skip this ad?
Skip this ad. I guess one last thing I should mention: if you haven't seen the original video, obviously watch it first before you watch our reaction to it.
Of course.
Give it all the likes, subscribe, all that jazz.
Support
we'll
the
put
original
the link
creators.
to the original. Yep. We'll put the link to the original video down below.
Yep.
And yeah, I say we get the show on the road.
All right, let's start it.
This battle is sponsored by Marvel Snap and Prize Picks.
This battle is sponsored by us.
Ooh.
Watch our shit.
Ooh, yeah, look, I was talking about.
Oh shit, yeah, look, this is the
Prize
army.
Picks.
This is the army.
Yeah.
Look at that. Damn.
Oh,
Damn.
King Bomb? Oh, King Boo! I didn't even think about him.
Damn, Bowser's gonna kind of got a stack
Bowser Jr.
army.
is there too. Bowser Jr. is there. I mean, that dude looks like that really big robot right
That's
there. Looks
cool.
very intimidating, but I do not know.
Oh
if
yeah,
he's
that's the
like-
Egg Dragoon. Oh, sick.
That
Alright,
shit looks
cool.
crazy.
That's cool.
Oh, that's so sick.
Death
can't
battle.
wait to see that.
Bowser versus Dr. Eggman,
Let's
the king
go.
of the Koopas and the baddest of badniks. And they're not alone. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills
He
to
used to
find
side
out who
me.
would
I
win
saw
a death battle.
That was a dash attack.
Ah, the Mushroom Kingdom. A peaceful land of kindness, adventure, love. Ah, boring. Move aside, princess. It's time this place got way more awesome. Here comes King
That is
Koopa
true.
himself,
He does.
better
He gets pretty
known
cool.
as Bowser. The moment this
Bowser.
What a badass.
Star Child was found by Kamek, it was clear Bowser would command the disparate outcasts of the Mushroom world.
Oh god, yeah, hell yeah. I love what's it called, the Mario RPGs or the Luigi RPGs.
They're so good.
Partners in Time, I think, was pretty underrated.
He's 34 years old. That's crazy.
Crazy. Damn, he's 10 feet tall.
favorite food is-
A different
his
world,
favorite food is
but
drumstick
Princess Peach Toadstool
cake.
would never allow
Oh, that makes
evil
sense.
King's day in the sun. Her light was so
Wait, he has a
bright,
brother? It
Bowser
says his dead
became
brother. That's crazy.
infatuated
I didn't
with
know
her.
that.
Oh,
So
Morton
he
Cooper, I
turned
think.
all the toads
Yeah, I
into
think that's
bricks and
a reference to
kidnapped her,
something.
putting their princess in another castle and another, like
And
40
another, and
years of
another, and
castles,
another.
only to be
40 years
relieved
of
if she
castles.
agrees to marry him and his dad bod. Yet he was foiled
And
time
his dad
and time
bod.
again
Dad
by
bod.
those pesky Mario brothers. However, Bowser is nothing if not
Yeah, to
persistent.
think two plumbers from Brooklyn can defeat this guy, I don't see why Eggman wouldn't be able to defeat this guy.
I know.
Takes a lot of punishment. Not even the weight of a castle can scratch it.
I love that no one questions
especially
that
when he
anymore.
rolls
It's
up
just
like
like,
a
oh yeah, this one's
prehistoric
kicking this fucking
Beyblade.
turtle's
And
ass.
the Koopa King doesn't just breathe fire and control lava. He commands nature itself, spitting meteors from outer space.
Oh, that's right, he does do like magic stuff. Yeah, he is black
does
magic.
do- yeah, that's what I'm saying, 'cause of the RPG games, dude.
What
Yeah.
else has he got? Oh, just
Well, that was the thing in the
dabbling
original game.
Dark magic.
Yeah,
Hell
that's true.
Wizard Turtle. The original NES manual even describes him as a sorcerer king. Magic is how he turned the
Interesting.
toads into bricks, only countered
yeah.
by the princess's heart magic. But that's not all the magic he's
She's
mastered.
also a mage
Telekinesis,
too, bro.
Creating perfect clones, reanimating his undead skeleton.
Yeah,
and worst of
Dry
all,
Bowser.
ruining every game of Mario. Hey, no! I stole those coins fair and square! Bowser spent decades hoarding treasures, coins, magic star rods, warships, clown cars, you name it. This is
That
the
is
same
true, he
guy
does
that
have a lot
created
of fucking-
multiple flying castles
Yeah.
fashioned
Yeah.
after his own
Yeah.
face. Yeah, he's definitely got an ego on him. He's talking about having a 4-digit IQ, but I've seen this moron
Yeah.
put death
Lies.
traps in his own backyard.
Yeah.
A man after my
Exactly.
own heart. Despite his clumsiness, Bowser's charisma and leadership brought many to his side. Not enough to defeat Mario, but his army doesn't make it easy on the Red Plumber. They're the most wicked band of misfits this side of World 8-4. The Koopa Troop, an army spanning multiple territories across the Mushroom World and beyond. Goombas, Koopas, the Troopas, and the others.
Yeah, look at 'em
make up
dance.
the infantry, some with wings, some in shoes, and some even in race cars. They're the red shirts, first in and first out.
Look, that
Piranha
Goomba was
plants,
aging with his coffee.
bloopers and lakitus
Yeah.
use their
Oh my
surroundings to get the jump on unsuspecting prey by land, sea, or sky. We'd be here forever jotting down the small fries. Booze, Shy Guys, sentient bombs.
I'm not even gonna comment what the
It
fuck I
was
just saw.
imperative for Bowser to nurture a unit that
Yeah,
carries
the-
multiple
the-
abilities.
the fucking
For
cartoons
example,
were
Kamek and
crazy.
King
Yeah, the
Koopa
cartoons were
have
crazy.
magic, but Boo has battlefield control with illusions and destabilizing dimensions, while Kamek focuses on buffing allies, canceling enemy powers, summoning anything.
Yeah, he really is a support type now that I think
Yeah.
about it.
Items to screw up my Mario Party lead.
Where's Adrian in
Not
Overwatch
again.
for real, for
Speaking
real?
of items, most enemies can use pretty much any power-up Mario can. The Goombas make frequent
That
use
is
of
true,
Tanuki
yeah.
tails, and Bowser
Yeah.
can really get into the cat role play. But as the Koopa
Makes sense. I don't see why
What
anyone
a-
started to
wouldn't
feel
be able
less
to
like
use
an
him.
army and
Yeah.
more like a family unit. Oh, you mean like his kids, the
The
Koopalings?
Koopalings.
They're adopted.
Koopalings.
What's the difference? Good point. Bowser took them in and
Even
even
if they
turned
are
them
adopted,
in
they're his child.
dark magic.
Respect.
Though no one's as spoiled as
Exactly.
his natural Nepo baby, Bowser Jr.
Nepo baby.
Spoiled is an understatement.
For real,
Remember his
bro.
escapades as Shadow Mario? He terrorized Delfino Plaza with literal evil
forgot that
paint.
the
whole
Bowser
debacle
minions have,
was
like, their own
basically
little
his
side
attempt
story
at
in the RPG
elementary
game.
school art class. And I bet Bowser still
Oh,
has
yeah.
some on the fridge. But really, the king is very protective of his kids. If the fam's in
Aw.
trouble, he can will himself to
Say
Say what you want. want?
He's a good dad.
Yeah, he's a good dad, man.
Say what you want. He's a fucking great dad.
Maybe a
Great
little overkill. Just one punch from Giant Bowser launched a castle out of orbit. Flight path
Look at that!
of their universe.
Holy
That's
shit!
Bowser's punch
crazy.
must have hit with a force
I've never
of over
seen that, like, clip
125
before.
trillion tons
Or that
of
cutscene, I should
TNT.
say.
Well, yeah, because that's the
Mario
remake of
punted poor
Bowser's
Raphael
Inside
Raven
Story on the
so hard he
3DS.
exploded
And I've
into
never
a
seen that
million
version either.
stars. This isn't even close to Bowser's full strength.
So don't bully his kids,
This is my
especially
final
if he
form.
falls into some of Bowser's
It's not his
Exactly.
final form, bro. For real.
Oh
That's
yeah,
so
that
scary.
form he
Enough
has
to
in
unleash
that
Bowser's
DLC.
dark
Yeah, look
power.
at that.
Yeah, that's
Form whose
true.
That
steps
looks
caused
so fucking
widespread
badass.
natural
Dude, yeah.
disasters.
Corrupt
Okay,
Bowser or some
seriously,
shit.
How does Mario
Look
ever
at that.
beat this guy? He's like Godzilla, Doctor Strange, and John Cena.
You know what? Yeah, but I would say that form has like,
Bowser's
I will say that form has
became
downsides
so
though.
potent, he eventually learned
Oh,
how
yeah,
to
definitely.
warp the very
Like he can't control
fabric
his
of
like,
reality.
yeah.
He can't control himself, and plus he has to go out of commission
He
like
turned
very
all
soon.
of Yoshi's Island
Yep.
into a storybook. And remember those painted worlds in Mario 64? Yeah, he made those. And the
Oh,
staircase
wow,
that
I
goes
never knew
on
that,
and
actually.
on and on and on and on and on and on. Oh, guys, you don't know how to BLJ.
He also stole ultra powerful items like
I
the
do.
Wonder Flower.
That's
which can
true,
mold
yeah, the
reality
Wonder Flower.
like Play-Doh,
Damn, yeah,
and
they're
the
pulling a
Yeah.
lot.
which can be used
forgot
to
how
put
stacked
someone out of
Bowser is, bro.
existence.
But his
Me
most
too.
iconic thefts are those big shiny power stars.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Infant power stars, aka Lumas, can become whole galaxies. They also
Crazy.
ferried Mario
Damn.
across the universe in 3 seconds. That's 489 quadrillion times light speed.
Holy
Obviously, the
shit.
Big Daddy Grand Stars are even crazier. Bowser used
Daddy
one to
Grand
power
Stars
his
is
space
hilarious.
kingdom, but then
That's
guess who
crazy.
showed up to ruin everything? It's a him.
And when the Grand Star was freed,
It's a him.
it caused
How-
a
how does-
explosion that destroyed the entire
How does he
universe
keep losing,
in a
though?
massive
Yeah, I was gonna
black
say, now
Thanks,
that we learn
Space
all
God,
his
that
feats, it's
Rosalie
kinda crazy
showed
how
up
fucking
to
Bowser
save the day.
He's,
Not
he
that
is
Bowser
built different.
needed saving.
Yeah.
He's been swallowed by another black hole and thrown into a star that went supernova.
Imagine if this
Crazy.
That's what I'm
crazy
saying,
OP
his fucking
fire turtle
durability
had
is
to fight
insane.
himself.
Yeah.
Wait, he did, and he beat the hell out of him.
Oh, that's
With all
true.
his
Yeah.
power, it's a wonder he's
God, that's such a great game. Oh god, I want the new Mario and Luigi game, bro.
His visions of
I know,
grandeur
right?
were never really what he sought. Surrounding him is a crew of outcasts and miscreants like him. Ride or dies that can't be swayed against him.
Oh, are you saying he's secretly happy because he's got a big monster family now?
Yes, but also when they actually worked together, they legitimately conquered most of the known universe. So,
He's a baddie through
Yo,
and through, who
for
will
real.
teleport
He's a
through
baddie
space
through
and
and through.
time to show you what's what.
Oh yeah, that's right. Bowser did time travel multiple times.
Yeah,
Make
multiple
way
times.
for the king.
God damn.
Damn.
Okay.
They know how to
Yeah,
hype a
like a
fight up,
god.
huh?
They do know how to hype a fight out. That was crazy.
Bro, these guys need to promote the next Jake Paul fight for real, for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, you know, actually, I was talking about how like technological Eggman is. I forget that Bowser is no slouch. Like, I mean, he did. I don't think he created them, but he, you know, he has the ability to like have these different like vehicles and stuff. So
Yeah.
that's a good point. I forgot about all
Yeah,
that.
very good
Like,
point.
obviously, I remember like the clown cars and stuff like that, but like the big ass ships, I completely forgot about those.
Yeah, and also like the big ass ships, the what's it called? The dark magic for me is like pretty crazy to think like I forget how like
Yeah, I
how
forget that he's a
crazy
mage.
they get in the games, yeah.
Yeah.
And to think like he doesn't use it that much either. Like there's been multiple games where he just hasn't used it.
Oh yeah.
Like Mario Odyssey, I don't think he used any black magic, to my knowledge.
No.
Mario, you know, Mario and Luigi inside stories, where you play as Bowser. I remember that like you never used any black magic besides well, not even it wasn't even black magic because Mario and Luigi helped Bowser grow to that size. Like he grew huge when he was like
It's
fighting
been
that
so long
castle.
since I played that, so yeah. I don't-
Yeah, because that's pretty much what happened. They went inside him and they helped him like get huge.
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
yeah, he didn't use any black magic in there. He part of it was like you need to get the your enemies that are locked in cages, and like
Hmm.
they help you in battle. And I thought that was a cool mechanic to think like the army's helping me, you know, defeat these motherfuckers.
Yeah, that was cool.
Honestly, great game by the way. If you haven't played it, it's on the DS and 3DS, so you should really go play
There's
that
no
one.
excuse.
I'd say it's one of the best Mario and Luigi game out there.
Really interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would argue definitely.
Yeah.
Mm.
The fact that they brought up that the minions can also use like power ups, I completely forgot about that too. Like that is true. They can also use the power ups to their advantage.
Yeah.
And Bowser himself too, which
Oh
makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Adrian, you got something to add? Like when you first hear, like, are there any stats that surprised you that you didn't know about Bowser?
Yeah.
I know he had I know his durability was insane because falling in lava and coming out unscathed is already like
And Mario
legendary.
Galaxy, like getting fucking exploded and
Yeah,
stuff.
getting
Yeah.
supernova.
Yep.
Yeah, but like I didn't know about the supernova. I was like, yeah, there's no way you're gonna kill him. There's no way.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm very interested if like they're gonna talk about like a weapon that maybe I don't know that Dr. Eggman did that could maybe like put a dent on him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious to see that.
I'm also very, very curious. I'm trying to think back, but as far as I can't remember a lot. But I couldn't remember a lot of both sides, but they went into detail with Bowser. It makes me think, and I'm curious what they're gonna pull out for Dr. Eggman. Curious. My guess is that they might also pull from the comics as well.
It did
Also-
look like they were showing panels from like the Mario comics as well. So that's what I was wondering. I was like, I wonder if they're gonna do the comics as well.
Yeah.
Or Sonic, because I know the Sonic comics go crazy. So,
Mm-hmm. Oh hell yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah. Any last thoughts, boys, before we continue on?
No, I said pretty much everything I wanted to say.
All right, cool. Let's go.
Let's check out.
This
All right,
battle is sponsored by
let's learn
Prize
about
Picks.
Eggman.
Let's not learn
Fantasy
about the
football
sponsor. Hold
with
on, pause.
Do commercial
50
break.
break.
your ears.
Yeah.
Citizens
All right,
of Earth, lend
Eggman,
me
what
your
you got?
ears. Imagine a world of endless possibility where people are free as the wind. Isn't it disgusting? Now imagine a better world, one with proper guidance and the technology to bring about global peace.
But Wiz, only a brilliant mind can make that happen.
Not just any brilliant mind, he's a genius at heart who knows the dangers within. He's Ivo Robotnik.
Dr. Eggman.
As a mad scientist myself,
intro
his
card,
story
okay.
is my
For real.
inspiration, just as Eggman's was his grandfather, Gerald Robotnik, who sought to create world peace through technology. But then his beloved granddaughter, Maria, was killed by the Guardian Unit of Nations, better known as...
We also watched the 3-episode Shadow series, Dark Beginnings. Go watch that. Link in the description.
Guns. Freaking called
That shit was peak.
G-U-N. Anyway, Lil Eggy grew up a
G-U-N.
lonely narcissist.
Look at him.
What is that?
All his
What is
family-
Look at that! What the hell
What
is
is
that
that?
sprite?
Look
Is
at
that
him.
Lil
like?
Eggy grew up a lonely narcissist because all his family talked
That's so
about
funny.
was Maria this,
Bro was
Maria
born with this
that.
card.
Boo-hoo.
Neglect and envy tainted Ivo's goals of following Gerald's footsteps. He distanced himself from his grandfather's legacy. Instead of bettering the world, he would conquer it to get the attention he deserved.
No, you mean craved. Desperately craved.
Tomato, tomato.
You just said it the same
Tomato,
way
tomato.
twice.
He aimed to establish
I
Eggman
love that
Man,
clip
a
from Sonic
capital
Boom.
of
I
Yeah.
love that clip
and
as
this
well.
paradise would have worked.
Okay,
Oh
he's
damn, he's
50
over
years
50 years
okay?
old. Look at that.
Yeah, he's older than Bowser.
Oh, you're way older. That makes sense
Family, general, sage. Okay, occupations. All right, hobbies. Yep. Okay.
Blasted
put on
Sonic
pause.
the Hedgehog.
though. Yeah,
For
look at that.
years,
Hates it.
Eggman
Loves his
hated
daughter.
the
Hates the hedgehog.
And cold soup. That's funny.
He's a
It says
very
also
sore
cold
loser.
soup.
But just like
For
any good
real.
experiment, the doctor did more testing, seeking better results.
He's created plenty of knickknacks to terrorize the world with. A laser gun, a cloning ray, mind control cannons, a flying armada, typical evil
Ooh,
scientist
mind control?
stuff.
Then
Okay.
there's the
Yeah.
big ones. He invented a spatial displacement trap, which, while online, scatters a target's atoms across space. Oh, and then there's the
What?
metal
Damn.
virus, which
What the fuck?
transmutes organic tissue into living metal zombies. It's so
Oh,
deadly,
shit.
it created a plague that
Spoilers, bro. I haven't got to this part of the comics.
What the
What?
That's a whoopsie.
There is no
Crazy.
vaccine. Goddamn, bro.
Decoys, he
Holy shit, he
fights in
created
style
something.
with
There's no
the
cure.
Eggmobile. It's lightweight for maneuverability, but tough enough to withstand moon-sized explosions and even the center of
It just
the
ends in the
black
jaw
hole.
like that. Imagine.
It's
Imagine.
kind of lame looking, but he can plug it into big bad mechs like the Egg Walker or the Death Egg Robot, whose giant laser once obliterated
I love all his machines have egg in
77,000
them.
cubic meters of
Yeah.
rock in an instant.
Marketing
That's
agent.
like having an
You gotta
atomic
brand
bomb
yourself.
in your pocket
Artistic
all
license.
the time. Okay, maybe this
Copyright
guy's
infringement.
pretty cool.
Copyright it.
Eggman built machines for a long list of combat situations. Some look like knights, others use extraterrestrial sources like the Wisps, and then
Yeah.
there's the orbital bases, like the Death Egg.
The reference
Yeah.
is obvious.
That's a
but
Death Star.
Darth Vader's
Pretty
version
much.
Yeah.
is a toy
Pretty much
compared
is
Yeah,
a
but-
reference.
yeah.
which can annihilate stars. Woof! A whole constellation gone in one shot.
Damn.
That's not to say Eggman doesn't enjoy scrapping with blue hedgehogs himself. Enter the Egg Dragoon.
Hell yeah!
That's the thing we
the
saw.
rawest
Yeah,
of the
the
battle
Dragoon.
mix. It's
Okay.
got electric drills. It's got ice missiles. It's got a whole lot of bullets. My God, Wiz, I need it.
And don't forget, Eggman built all of these things himself.
Okay.
Maybe world domination is in his grasp.
That is very
One
true.
problem. Eggman's a turbo loner. No hobbies, no friends, no wife, no nothing.
Come on, he has friends. I
No
mean,
maidens,
he's a
that's great.
feminist. Oh, come on, he has friends. I mean,
No way. Let's go.
Wait,
Eggman base?
Eggman is a
Let's go.
romanticist, a feminist in himself. Wow.
Bro.
Bro's
Okay,
base.
sadly, his charms are often I can't read because there's a big finger there to
Yeah.
spot through the. Okay, wow.
That's funny because I remember
That is.
I have I forget from which one. I think this is from Shadow the Hedgehog, and
Oh look, it says his IQ is 300.
yeah,
Okay.
300. Yeah, he's a romanticist, a feminist, and a self-professed
Yeah, something
gentleman.
and then the finger right there. Oh yeah, it is probably gentleman.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah,
That's
I
funny.
think this is from the manual of Shadow the Hedgehog. That's funny. I forgot about that.
What a random thing to point out.
Yeah, for real.
Yes, this is the thing that's gonna win the battle. I'm calling it right now.
Oh, God, bro.
Imagine.
Just an army of women. Oh, that's great.
he's a feminist. Oh, okay, maybe not. But what about Infinite? Sure, they might have joined forces over a mutually sought revenge against Shadow, but it counts. Sort of. Who needs friends when you can build friends?
Obviously,
For
Eggman
real.
has a tough time collaborating with others, so he just built his own army instead.
The Eggman Empire.
The Badniks are mass-produced
Alrighty.
foot soldiers, buzz bombers, crab meats, caterpillars, egg robos, and don't forget those cute little moto bugs. The Badniks may seem simple, but they're led by an elite, multi-talented unit, the hard-boiled heavies. Really leaning into the
The
egg thing, huh?
hard-boiled-
The army has
enemies.
a
That's
wide
an awesome
variety
name,
of
actually.
troops.
Yeah, they're in-
Classic
they're in the-
comedy
what's it
duo
called?
with Orbot and Cubot. They're Eggman's assistants
Sonic Mania.
and immense disappointments.
Oh,
Every
fuck!
genius
I
has their
forgot
duds.
Mecha
Hey, at least they're
Sonic,
not
Mecha
scratch
is
and grounder.
crazy. Till
But-
that
Oh yeah, he made copies
Wow.
pretty much of
Yeah, he
those
did.
guys.
Sonic cast, like everyone
Did he
in
also
the
make Tails, though?
Baker,
Really?
Metal Sonic.
That's what it says right
Sonic
there.
has
Yeah.
the
Oh, Metal
most
Sonic.
horsepower in the Eggman Empire.
Yeah,
He
that's
has the moves
crazy.
and speed of Sonic, and
Yeah.
then he's had his rebellious phases, but Eggman's reprogrammed Metal to better follow his commands. Additionally, when upgraded to
Okay.
its Neo form, Metal Sonic could copy biological data, including unique powers like Shadow's time stop technique.
Oh, that's
Chaos
right.
Energy,
What?
He could even
This
copy
is
Silver
crazy, okay.
Psychokinesis, and with enough chaos energy, he powers up into Super Neo Metal Sonic.
Look at him.
Everything
That
would
is
change with the appearance
insane.
of
God,
the
I gotta read the
Phantom
comics.
Ruby.
Fuck
One
me.
of many trump cards at Eggman's disposal,
Somehow,
the Phantom Ruby
okay.
alters reality by manipulating. For the first time, he'd hate to lose. In
Yeah.
essence, a sort of daughter.
So, like any good daddy,
Interesting.
They had
Wow,
shirts.
what happened?
Did you see their shirts?
No, I did not see their shirts.
Oh, you
Was
can't
that
really
it?
see it.
What? Let's go, Dad. Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
let's go,
that's-
Dad.
That's, wow.
So,
What
like
does her
any
say?
good daddy,
Same-
he
the same thing.
goes to his
It says the same
guards,
thing, yeah.
spaceship and his orbital death ray. Hell,
Damn,
now she
okay.
controls the entire army.
And this frankly unheard of trust from Eggman became crucial in defeating the End, a primordial entity
Yeah.
so mighty even Supersonic struggled against it.
Their battle can
I
only
struggled
be
against it.
described
Fuck
as
that shit, bro.
perfection.
It was a hard fight.
Charged
It was
by
a hard
seven
fight.
Chaos Emeralds. Supersonic's no joke.
The power of one emerald can shift continents. All 7 together can shift the universe.
And kill some
Damn.
pretty terrifying bosses, like Eggman's Time Eater, which ripped apart space-time like tissue paper.
In short, Chaos Emeralds give thoughts power. With them, Eggman's best machines can run indefinitely while matching the greatest powers ever seen. Like when 3 supers battled Solaris, who tried to destroy time itself. Solaris extended its chaos across multiple timelines in about 20 seconds, or 73 quadrillion times light speed.
It's
Damn.
funny, though. While Eggman's smarts have sort of defeated Sonic here and there, he's pretty effective when he teams up with the Blue Blur to save the world.
Well, recall how Professor Gerald was a good person before losing the granddaughter he loved. In Eggman's case, now that he has Sage, perhaps a similar story is playing out in reverse.
Nah. Eggy will always have a harebrained scheme
That's
behind his
crazy.
cufflinks.
So
Fuck
watch
you,
out,
Eggman.
critters and plebeians of the world. He is the Eggman, and he's got the master plan.
That's
Ah,
crazy,
sick.
dude. Oh my god. Okay.
Sick.
All right. Who's gonna go first? Who's yapping first?
Ooh,
I mean, I think it's Sush Shut. He is the big Sonic dude.
That is true.
that's crazy. I did not. Well, for starter, I did not know Eggman had a super form. That shit's crazy.
That was insane.
That
yeah.
was crazy.
Also, I didn't know about Sage. That was
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
interesting to
So,
learn.
so I did
That was
recently.
Frontiers. Was that Frontiers?
Yeah, Frontiers, and I did
Okay,
recently
that makes
play it, and oh my god, bro, that shit made me cry. It was
Really?
great.
I heard the writing was actually really good in that game.
Yeah, the writing's great. The writing's great. So yeah, basically through through ancient alien technology that they had, this AI of Eggman's gained sentience pretty much, and now she's pretty much like a person pretty much. She's this like artificial digital stuff, right? But like
Yep.
she basically has like a consciousness and all that. And it's kind of funny to like see like how and like these like memos that you can find in the game. You can hear like Eggman like talk and like jot down how the cyberspace that he was trapped in and that how Sage is progressing. And you can see that he really starts to care for her like in a father-daughter type of way, and it's weird. And then like at the end it was very sad because she basically had to sacrifice herself to to
To defeat the big bad.
to defeat the big bad and save Eggman pretty much. That's what she wanted to do. She wanted to save Eggman.
Dang.
Yeah. But thankfully that's not canon anymore thanks to the DLC. So
They're like, shit, we actually did a good thing. Let's not kill her off.
yeah.
Killer off, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it
actually
sounds like
'cause-
really cool. So I'm actually glad they like kind of retroactive.
yeah, cuz if you there's 2 endings, one without the DLC, like the original one,
Yeah.
and it ends sad cuz she does die and you can see like Eggman like being all sad about it.
Yeah.
And the DLC like she lives. No, he's not as sad. He's
Oh,
not sad.
that's the canon one now.
Yeah, that's the canon one now.
Interesting. Do people like hate the fact that they kind of backpedaled on that?
No, cuz people liked her.
Okay, I was gonna say like that. It sounds like this is like a really good development for like Eggman. That's a very interesting like new plot line they gave him.
Oh yeah, very
Yeah.
much so.
So I'm very glad that they kept her alive because I'm very
Mm.
curious of how that's gonna develop. Now that I know more about it.
Oh yeah. And also to think like Eggman's not a pushover either. Like there's been multiple like continuities and like stuff where like he's taken over the planet.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I was gonna say. They mentioned that he has beaten Sonic before.
Yeah, he's multiple times. Unlike
Unlike
Bowser's fucking
Bowser.
unlike
Yeah,
Bowser's
unlike
fucking
Bowser always
record.
loses. Yeah.
Yeah, he's taken over in multiple continuities over the world, and most recently in Sonic Forces, where he basically took over the world.
I would like a similar thing that happened with Bowser. I wish they like do like stories where like Bowser actually took over and it's like Mario trying to get his strength back or something like that.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
that'd
Just
be
to add some
interesting.
variety to the storytelling.
I don't think
Nintendo
they
don't
will
do
though.
sequels
It's
like that.
Nintendo.
Yeah, because they gotta protect their baby boy, Mario. But that would be really cool. Like
Yeah,
I
for
could
real.
see that being a storyline for like an RPG game. Like if they were ever to do a story like that, it'd probably be through like the Mario RPG series because they're
Yeah,
more like crazy with the storyline in those games.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, after hearing both of their armies, I think like Doctor Eggman has a crazier army. Like fucking Metal Sonic is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I can't like even like they went through the list of some of Bowser's like enemies that he's gonna have in the battle. I don't think there's anyone. I guess maybe you can make the argument with what's his name, Kamek. You can
Yeah.
maybe make an argument with Kamek to a certain degree because he is crazy. He does some insane stuff from what I can remember, but I don't think to the levels of what Mecha Sonic can do. That's not even counting all the other things that he said, like Sage.
Yeah.
That feat, like she came up with 1,000 strats for like to win the war, to win the that battle.
Yeah, to
Like
think
that's
like
insane.
she's artificial intelligence, so she can think fucking faster than like
Like
any
and like
human.
infinite like possibilities too,
Yes.
accounting for
Yeah.
different things.
Yes.
Like that is an insane thing to have up in your army.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely gonna be a problem for Bowser.
Yeah, and also to think, I don't think she would also let Eggman die because of how much she cares for him.
That's the thing too.
Yeah.
That's another thing that like if like Bowser had him right in his grasp, the Sage could like do something. Like you would do whatever it takes to like not let that happen.
Yeah.
And then vice versa, if something happened to Sage, like Dr. Eggman would be even more pissed.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, granted, the same thing could be talked about when like if Bowser Jr. gets fucking blasted, and then Bowser's like, "What the fuck?" So I guess it goes both ways, but
Yeah. Very
damn, this
true.
is
Very true.
crazy. All right, you guys still wanna yap, or we wanna give our final predictions? Well, me and you, Jesus.
Yeah.
Do you
Well.
still have something to say about Dr. Eggman, or you wanna give our final predictions?
No, that's pretty much all I wanted to say.
Me
I'm
too.
hoping for Eggman. I'm hoping that Eggman pull through. I think we're gonna see a lot of cool
Um,
stuff. But
I'm hoping Bowser pulls through because, to be honest, if Eggman wins, based on what they've said, I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't be mad because he has some insane feats for himself, but
oh yeah,
also he has some really like good backup. That if he ends up winning, I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't be mad at it.
yeah,
So yeah, I'm very excited to see this battle. All
yeah.
right, let's do this.
Well, Adrian's also excited. Don't
Oh
exclude him.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
But
I'm excited, but like I don't want my excitement to like
yeah,
basically give
ruin
away who's
something.
gonna
Yeah,
win.
yeah,
yeah.
that's cool. That's cool.
All
Adrian,
right.
what'd you think about like the how they
Oh, Eggman's
represented? Who
feats.
who impressed you the most between like the two of like their feats and stuff? Like, who you thought was
I'd
pretty
say
crazy?
Bowser's durability is definitely the one that impressed me the most, but Eggman's got some like yeah,
He has some powerhouses on his side.
I didn't even know he can go super, you know?
Me neither.
That must be new, bro. I
Yeah.
swear, I've never seen that on Twitter,
Yeah, you would think that would be on Twitter all over the place, or people
bro.
would talk about it.
Oh
Or
yeah, at
something.
least right.
Yeah, or something, but no.
Oh,
That was the most surprising thing for me too.
yeah.
But
Cool,
yeah,
very
I
cool.
say we just get right into this.
Let's get this
Dude, I
battle
have
started.
goosebumps. I am so hyped for this.
Yeah, I'm also, this is very iconic. Two iconic motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Wiz,
Yep.
you gotta help me.
Ah, shit.
No, skip it.
Wiz, help me. We have 180 and we want to reach 250. There you go.
Let's go! Banter battle!
Death battle.
All right,
Woo!
the combatants are set. We've run the
Bowser
What was that
dancing.
dancing animation?
Well, yeah, Bowser was dancing.
Oh my god, the live action.
Live
Yeah,
action
the live
Bowser,
action
dear
is fun.
God.
Look at these.
All right, Jim Carrey clearly clears. I think we could all agree on this.
One was
Monkey.
done with passion. The other one is garbage.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, if
Monkey.
it was Jack Black's Bowser, that would be more fair comparison.
Exactly.
Yeah.
possibilities.
It's time for a death battle.
Let's do this.
Mustard! No, I'm kidding.
Oh, this is from
3D World.
3D World, yeah.
Look at him.
This
Hey,
is
the
literally
wedding.
the, yeah.
Oh.
The wedding scene.
Cuban Orbot!
Operation Catfish. That's awesome. Okay.
Now the base for my upcoming Eggman Land 2. What a joke. I am Dr. Eggman.
Whoa.
That is cool. Damn!
That 3D model was crazy. Alrighty. Yes, IBM.
Yeah! Use that black magic,
Fireballs,
Bowser.
yeah.
Damn. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's it. Also, people forget how freaking fast Bowser is. Just
Dude, yeah. He's quick as hell.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
He just threw it back. No.
Oh, throw that shit
What?
back, okay.
Damn.
Dude, the Egg Dragoon is just down.
dude,
Look at
that-
that. It was a
That
robot.
is awesome. I love that, yeah.
Wait, Stu, can you pause it? Yeah, do you mind putting subtitles, please?
Oh, my
Just
fault.
so I can. Yeah, you're good.
How do I make these big? Hold up. Pause.
Oh, yeah, go to the settings.
All right, just cut this out so we can get right into it.
got you.
Subtitles, go to the subtitles. The
Oh, is it
thing.
in
No,
subtitles?
that's playback. Go back. Go to the subtitles thing, yep. Then pull options. Then scroll down. You should, yeah, font size, there you go.
Do 75.
75?
Okay, no, that's
No,
100.
100 is good, yeah, 100 is
Yeah,
good.
yeah, 100's good. Okay, okay.
Alright, put it back
Alright,
a little bit.
Come back to right here.
We're back.
All these toys an invasion force? I've seen Toads do better. That's a decoy.
I've seen Toast together.
This power
Ooh,
is without
infinite.
fear. It is the
Oh, yeah, they did. They did mention.
Yeah.
No. they-
Wow.
The bomb, no.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, they're
Ooh.
Ooh.
Two gems going at each other, bro. That's crazy. Wow, he's dead.
What?
What?
Yeah, the target jumped. They jumped him.
Metal Sonic!
Metal Sonic, there he is. There's the boy.
He threw the dog. Bro, not chance time.
Yeah, right? No, little guy. Ain't no way, that's hilarious. That's awesome.
Damn.
That's a problem.
Oh, he broke it. Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
You've lost the battle before it has begun.
Oh, there's
That was hard.
Yes. Yeah.
As you command.
Oh, there you go. There's the painted one.
Yeah.
For sure.
He said it's showtime.
It's showtime. He changes the environment too when he does that too.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Oh,
classic Bowser.
two fucking titans, bro.
Damn.
That's so sick.
Oh no.
It's zombies. Well, not zombies.
Wow. Yo.
Yeah, that's fucking
Let's go.
sick. Ooh. Whoa.
That's
Oh
sick,
my God,
actually.
they're going all fucking out for this. Yeah, that's what's right. I can't make. It's Final Smash. bowserjr now.
Oh no, not Junior.
Damn.
How dare you keep your hands off my...
Whoa.
Oh shit.
Damn.
That is insane.
No. Metal Sonic.
Damn, okay. Alright. Damn. Oh, that's a.
Oh, whole ass black hole.
That's a black hole.
Max power!
Oh my god,
What?
this is fucking insane. Dude.
Not the yeah.
No. Well, there goes the minion. Did he slip? What was that? Oh no, he jumped. Ooh,
Damn.
that is Bowser too. He would like jump right in front. Oh.
Yo.
Oh, try Bowser.
Oh,
What
what?
was that? Oh, he turned into just a bus?
Oh, he's inhaling.
What?
He's trying to run.
He's shooting guns. He got double fight. It's a... What?
Whoa.
Oh shit! Really?
That wow.
Let's go!
This war was
Bowser
not
pulled
an easy one to win.
through.
Crazy.
Surprising given
Okay,
how
wait,
the
hold on,
Sonic
hold on. I
series
want
is
to
not afraid to show how
That freeze frame.
that freeze frame.
Poor
Crazy.
Sonic.
Okay. Wait, why'd you pause it?
I thought you told me to pause it.
No, I said I want to hear this.
Oh, okay.
tough its cast
Yeah,
is, well,
my bad.
Mario's comes across as more cartoony.
But as it turns out, Bowser had everything he needed to take Chrome Dome down. Strap
Okay.
in. This one's a lot, so we'll break it down into 5 categories.
First up
Okay.
is
Thank you.
physical stats. Bowser pretty handedly outmatched any of Eggman's usual mechs, like the Egg Dragoon or the Death Egg Robot.
The Death Egg robot
Okay,
could
that
level
makes sense.
cities. Bowser could punch a castle out of orbit.
The Death Egg could destroy stars, but Yoshi could match that level of power, and Bowser's strength is certainly above the green dinosaurs. Plus, while both Bowser
Agreed,
and
okay.
Eggman's tech survived black holes, Bowser's was much larger.
So, he may win stats, but this could change with their powers. With so many items and minions, that could make all that a moot point.
Aside from power-up items, both could manipulate minds, create duplicates, and alter space-time. However,
This is
Bowser
true,
had
okay.
a significant edge in having access to the majority of his abilities at all times.
Yeah, Eggman can do some crazy stuff, but only across different mechs, fortresses, or space bases. Bowser's all natural. He's got all his best powers built in, and he ain't even a robot.
Meaning he wins the war of attrition. He even had counters for battle enders like the metal virus and spatial displacement trap. Context matters for those weapons, and both backfired in the past. But more importantly,
Okay.
Bowser could simply reverse the effects with his transmutation magic. Conversely, most of Eggman's robots could get turned into, say, a frog or a block with no reliable way back. Bowser takes the edge in powers.
But
Makes
definitely
sense.
not for intelligence.
Okay.
Come on, you have a 4-digit IQ, Bowser? Really? That's cute. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bowser's not an idiot, usually. Just really, really clumsy.
Exactly.
Poor
Usually.
fella.
Meanwhile, Eggman's an engineering genius who rarely ever gets bested by brains.
Easy dub. Now, let's talk trump cards.
As in,
Agreed.
items so powerful they could decide the entire outcome on their own.
The Phantom Ruby was super dangerous, but specifically targets perceptions. Unlike Bowser's Wonder Flower, which mucks up reality for real. The Ruby affected a whole planet, but the Wonder Flower had the power to alter the universe. Also, the Dreamstone's ability to wish anything out of existence would have no problem cleaning up Super Neo Metal Sonic or Time Eater.
Their most prized possession
what that
was
was,
a tough
okay.
recall.
Yeah.
Together, the
Yeah, I
Chaos
recognize
Emeralds
it
can
'cause you
break
want
the
rainbow.
universe, but so can the Grand Stars. Arguably not as much given the Emerald scaling to Solaris, though Power Stars and Grand Stars are far more plentiful. Clearly, this is getting fairly abstract, and both had multiple options that could win the day instantly. So the safest bet is to call this category a tie.
Which means it's finally time to compare their armies. Eggman seems deadlier at first glance. I mean, look at
That's
all
what
those
I thought.
buzzsaws
Yeah.
and rockets. Metal Sonic speed and power alone could solo most of the Koopa Troop.
That's what I was
But
saying. Yeah, that's what I was
Eggman Empire lacked something Bowser had in spades. Teamwork and loyalty.
Eggman is a notoriously
Yeah.
terrible team player. His alliances are practically guaranteed to fall apart.
Hell, in Sonic Generations, he could barely manage working with himself.
Eggman's army is designed to be controlled by just him. To Eggman, it's harder to command those with free will, hence his rivalry with the free-natured Sonic.
Meanwhile, the Koopa Troop follows Bowser because they actually like him. They train really hard to cover each other's weak points.
Giving them plenty of advantages as this war progressed, like battlefield control through King Boo's magic and Bowser Jr.'s paint. And since the Koopa Troop doesn't rely that much on technology, Sage's hacking potential had little use.
Also, secret weapon? Kamek is kinda busted. Canceling Metal Sonic's power copying, stealing the Phantom Ruby, and potentially swapping the Chaos Emeralds were huge game changers.
Add on that Bowser and his army can use any Mario power-up item, and they had billions of combinations that the Eggman Empire just could not actively plan against. Even with Sage's millions of plans to take down the Titans,
That's what I was
she thought
thinking,
them
yeah.
to be unbeatable, which Sonic proved was incorrect.
Just comparing
okay.
their conquests makes it clear. The Eggman Empire took over the whole planet, but Bowser's troop conquered most of the universe.
Eggman was no pushover. His
Yeah.
whipped power output and ridiculous machines gave Bowser the biggest fight of his life. But the Koopa King's ludicrous strength, abilities, and united forces ultimately prevailed.
Eggman tried to poach the king, and now he's cracked and scrambled.
The winner is Bowser.
Next time on
Damn,
Deathbattle.
okay. Is that
Damn.
Among Us versus is
Yeah.
that Among
That
Us versus
video.
Fall Guys?
Let's
That's
go.
hilarious.
What do the Fall Guys have? They have nothing.
You don't know that, Agent. What if there's a comic issue we never heard about?
For real.
I think there's one. Never heard of it.
We are getting that Among Us show though.
Oh yeah.
Are we?
yeah,
Wait, we are?
we are actually. Yeah, they announced the voice cast already.
What? Are they YouTubers?
Yeah.
I did not know this.
No, they're actually professional voice actors,
I'm
which
very
I
curious.
think makes it funnier.
Yeah.
I think it makes it funnier that they hired professional voice actors for the show.
Green.
Anyways, off topic. All right, that was Bowser versus Eggman. All right, first things first, that fucking fight was so good, dude. Beautifully
That
animated.
was
Whoever animated that,
Um,
please give him like a bonus. That was
yeah,
amazing.
definitely. There was like a whole cast, like a list
oh
at
yeah,
the
shout
end.
out to everyone in the credits there.
Dude, yeah, that was some
That was
heat.
shown there. The patrons, because I'm pretty sure they have a Patreon. To the
Yeah,
patrons that made that possible, that was awesome. I think you put your money right because that shit was beautiful to watch.
no, definitely. It was a great. Sorry. Give me a sec.
Commercial break.
I think it was definitely beautifully animated. I think it definitely. I was so confused at some points because it was definitely a mix of 2D and 3D, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
well, 3D, like right away when they were showing the armies, I noticed like that really big Eggman bot. I forgot the name of it, but that
The
really
egg
big one
dragoon.
was 3D. Yeah, that
Yeah.
one was 3D. And then, which makes sense if you're gonna do the mechs. It'd probably be easier to do it 3D because if you were to do it 2D, you gotta have to put a lot of detail.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it makes sense they went 3D, but it looked nice. It wasn't like, oh shit, that was really 3D and it looked terrible.
No.
No, it looked really nice and it fit. It blended in with the rest of the stuff.
Not very much. Yeah, especially like the dynamic camera angles that they had, like
Dude,
landscape
that was
shots.
so sick. Yeah, when they were shooting his missiles, he was moving while
That
firing.
was that was. I think that was a great mix of 2D and 3D. Like to have that
Yes.
landscape shot going.
Yes.
That was definitely great. I love that. The animation was peak. I think they did justice for everyone. I think
I
except
honestly think so too.
except Infinite. He wow, he got screwed over
I was
immediately.
gonna say they said that
Took
he
a
had
long
an
time.
alliance with Infinite, but I was all like, but they didn't really mention like what his powers were because they went in depth with Sage, Metal Sonic, but with him, they just mentioned he aligned with himself, and then that was pretty much it, right?
So pretty
I'm not
much,
forgetting.
yeah. So pretty much, like his powers come from the Phantom Ruby, which like can distort like
Yeah, which is what they were
this.
juggling around. Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much like can distort stuff and like make things into reality and stuff.
interesting. So why do you think they did him dirty?
Well, because they no, because how quick he died. I thought it was like he showed up and then he died, which makes
That is
sense.
kind of true. Yeah, I
Which
mean, it was probably due to time. I'm sure if they wanted, if they extended it, that would have been cooler.
yeah,
But it was probably because of time.
but yeah, but also like I think like they did him quote unquote dirty just because they killed him off. I think quick. But otherwise, like I don't think that's also a huge complaint either, because like how much they showed in that battle as well was crazy. So
I
I'm
think
not
they
gonna
showed the most important things. Like Metal Sonic obviously was a huge
definitely.
play in the battle. Sage was obviously a huge play in the
Hmm.
battle as well. So it made sense they focus on them more.
Yeah, definitely.
So
It was a,
I
yeah, that
think it was
really like
kind of
those.
funny that King Boo killed him. I think that's what was funny because I like King Boo is he's a menace. If I remember from the Luigi Mansion games,
Oh
like he,
yeah,
he
he
has
was
his
a
own powers
menace.
too. But I don't know if that of him killing him would make sense. But then again, it could have just been for the battle and for
Yeah,
time's sake. So
definitely.
Also, what was it? King Boo didn't seem affected by Infinite's power. Was it
yeah,
like a
he
reason
laughed at
why?
it. He was laughing at it.
Yeah, which I think would make sense because they have very similar powers. Because like
That's
they
yeah. That they brought them up like they were basically canceling each other out.
yeah they explain that they had very similar powers and that
Hmm.
um
Like it was like manipulation of like
of
well not time but
no
like the
of
environment,
space.
hallucinations and stuff like that. I think so.
Yeah,
That too. Yeah, like
yeah,
moving around shit like objects and stuff.
yeah, creating things like out of thin air through their
Yes.
magic. And I
Hmm.
thought I really liked it. I thought it was very interesting, a dynamic that they went to, but as
Yeah, I didn't
well,
realize how much of a menace King Boo was.
yeah. But also, I think it would make sense because if you have two similar powers, I feel like it would cancel each other out, right?
Yes, because they would because they say both can like nullify it too. Like if someone else was using it, they could just like nullify it.
Yeah.
So like yeah, it basically cancels out.
Hmm. But I thought that was pretty cool though. I really liked it. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I
I
kind of like.
underestimate one thing I wanted to add too. I underestimated Kamek. Like I know he was like I'm sure through the RPG games that's probably where he was like broken. But like I know
Hmm.
he had magic stuff and he can like manipulate a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize how overpowered he was apparently. Um,
Oh,
that was crazy. That
yeah.
was a surprise to me.
Makes sense. He's pretty crafty, especially like in the games. He's a sneaky motherfucker.
He is, yeah. But like,
Yeah.
cause we were talking about the army, and I was like, damn, Eggman's army is like cracked.
Yeah,
Um,
his army was stacked, but like
Yes.
You know,
But
Bowser
like how they
himself
mentioned,
was.
where they're not as much united. Um, some might say that's bullshit, but I think that's actually a very valid point to make.
Yeah, I
Because
feel
like
like
you can have a strong team, but like if they don't work together, then a really smart strategist could take advantage of that.
exactly. I feel like yeah, exactly. Like they brought up the good point at the end is like they conquered the
Yeah,
universe.
the planet.
Bowser
They,
conquered the
yeah,
universe, and then
yes,
Eggman, took over and conquered the Earth, but he didn't maintain it. They took over.
yep.
They got that shit back. I thought that was
That really, yeah, that really shows the
yeah,
like effectiveness of each's army and
yeah,
stuff. Yeah, and I feel like if there was prep time, I think Eggman would have there would be more closer of a
mm-hmm,
battle.
Yeah.
definitely,
Because I didn't really think about that. I was like, damn, he has a stacked army, but I didn't really think about it. Oh yeah, he has all these mechs and like the Death Star and stuff, but those are all situational, quote unquote, because
yeah,
he's not gonna have all of that, and like unless he prepped for it, he wouldn't have that on deck.
oh yeah,
So I was like, oh, you're right. That does make sense. When they were explaining that, I was like, oh yeah, he would require prep time to like get all of this in one place to use it.
yeah.
Meanwhile, Bowser can just like that's his base power. He doesn't really need any enhancer.
That's just him, bro.
Yep. Damn. Yeah, that was good because I know a lot. This is probably still gonna cause controversy because of course it is. It's fucking death battle.
Right, yeah,
But
that's
I
every death
honestly
battle.
think out of the ones that I've seen, this is the most
It's like
fairest
the
one. To be
closest.
honest. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I
This
didn't
is
feel
the
like no
closest.
one was like underhanded or under like appreciated in this battle. I feel like it all made sense.
Yeah, I definitely saw it take a turn once I saw Bowser get incinerated and turn into Dry Bowser. I was like, oh, there it goes. He's gonna have his ace up his sleeve. He's gonna make it to the end. And he
Right?
did.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I thought it was over for him, but then he went to Dry Bowser. Because when
Yeah,
it was showing him turning into Dry Bowser because of the blast, I thought it was gonna show like even Dry Bowser like it's getting incinerated. I was like, oh shit, it's Jover.
yeah.
But no,
It was cool though.
it was really good. Also, I love that how they hyped up each character. I think they did it justice too.
Oh, for sure.
Like it was really cool to
Also,
learn about them and stuff. So yeah.
I just want to say they probably had an more Bowser's team like probably had way more like how do you say it motivation because Bowser was fighting alongside them, while Eggman just kind of stood back and let his army fight for him.
Yeah, it was kind of like what we were talking about earlier, how like united Bowser is with his army
Yeah.
as opposed to Eggman.
Oh yeah.
So that definitely like I could see some because I feel like some people will say that's kind of bullshit, like whatever. But I feel like it's a really valid point to make.
Yeah, they're
How
definitely valid
united
The
points.
power, it's memed on, but the power of friendship is a very, very powerful tool. Okay.
it is, especially if you're controlling an army.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
100%.
Like without that, then you just have like really
Like I,
strong
I think in
random
real life,
people.
some of the greatest military leaders, actually fought alongside their army rather than just
Yeah,
staying back.
I
Oh
think
yeah.
Alexander the
Julius
Great is the
Caesar.
first thing that comes to mind. Yeah.
Yeah, Julius Caesar was a very powerful leader,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
he fought alongside his army rather than letting the army fight for him.
Exactly.
Yep.
What was it like? Not to bring up like modern. Well, I guess not to bring up like politics of war, but like even modern day, like the president of Ukraine, he's out there with his
Oh
men
yeah,
fighting still.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wow, I didn't know that. That's
yeah.
crazy.
He's out there. I think it goes to show. To be honest, I haven't heard much news of that war, but I've heard
Okay.
like I remember hearing some stuff that like like Russia was struggling for a while. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
true
I
still.
did hear about that. I did hear about that.
I don't know if that's true still, but like
That was back in the day, though. I feel like I heard that during like history class like a year ago.
yeah.
So I don't know how that situation changed. But yeah,
Hmm.
no, Bowser being like more for his people too, like that's totally in character. And it made sense.
Yeah. I thought it was very cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Buzz is a good leader, but apparently he doesn't know what the spiny things are,
And
and whatever those things are.
whatever those things are, and he cares for each one of them. Okay.
They look so
He
sad, bro,
does.
when they said that.
When you have like a million plus armies, it's kind of hard to like differentiate between them,
This
unless
is
they're like
truth.
from the RPG games where they have clothes and their unique
Yeah.
personalities and stuff.
Exactly.
But yeah, that was great. I think that pretty much wraps it up. Unless you guys want to mention any last like thoughts here.
Adrian?
Nah, I'm good.
You have anything, Sus, that you want to add real quick?
I'm chilling. I think it was a great fight.
Agreed.
I think it was yeah, pretty even, but overall, power of friendship wins. It's not even a lie, He fights with his men.
You gotta respect that.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I thought we were gonna see the Koopalings because they mentioned it in the preview, but I guess it really
Oh
wasn't worth
yeah,
mentioning
that is
considering how
good.
weak they are.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean they have wands and shit, but not to the Kamek level. So I'm pretty sure that's why they didn't show up in the fight at all.
Listen, Bowser Jr. was great support. All right, that was all they needed.
I underestimated Bowser Jr. too. I guess I didn't realize how crafty he was.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was cool. All right, that was a really cool fight. Once again, the original upload will be down in the description down below. Check it out, support them, so we can get more awesome fights like this.
Hell yeah.
And if you want us to watch more Death Battle, just leave us your suggestions.
Some
And, we'll check
suggestions
it
in the
out.
comments.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which death battle do you guys want us to watch next? Let us know.
yeah. With that being said, we'll catch you on the next upload. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.